Well, hello guys, it is Thursday, which can only mean one thing. It is that time once again for another edition of Odds and Ends, where we do some really rare news stories from all over the world. And hey, they don't call it Odds and Ends for a reason, you know? And yes, I am on time, and this is the newest edition, like I said. So without further ado, let's dive right into these stories, shall we? Now our first story comes out of Belgium, where just in time for Easter, the Belgian post office has released a run of 538,000 chocolate-flavored stamps. The stamps have pictures of chocolate on the front and use essence of canola oil, or cocoa oil, in the glue on the back. The stamps give off the smell of Belgium's most beloved export and taste like candy when licked. Quote, "It was not easy to get the scent and flavor of the dark chocolate right," the Postal Service told Agence France Presse. Quote, "In the end, people from Belgium, Germany, the Netherlands, and Switzerland all worked on it." A set of 5 stamps intended for overseas mail cost €6.2 or $8. But that's a breakthrough, man. I mean, if you can, because I'm sure we all know that how disgusting, like, stamps and licking envelopes and all that other stuff, but then again, who still does it these days? But, 538,000 chocolate stamps. That's quite a lot. But, yeah, like I said, that's a pretty impressive breakthrough in the world of mail and stamps, I should say. And from there we move on to our next story, which comes out of China, where a fisherman sailing the waters off the coast of Guangdong province netted himself an exceptionally large squid and brought it back to the Misu City Fish Market in Jialing County, or Jialing County. When merchants started dicing up the creature for sale, it was discovered that the beast had somehow swallowed a live bomb. Quote, "This sort of squid lives close to the shore and normally makes a meal of small fish and prawns. Mr. Hong, the fishmonger who made the discovery, told Guangzhou Daily newspaper, quote, "Perhaps he thought the bomb was his favorite food and gulped it down. He certainly had a big belly when he was caught." He added, "The bomb was described as roughly eggplant-shaped and weighing 3 pounds. Local police state the age of the rusted bomb was unknown and speculated it could have been dropped by a military fighter jet. Police showed up at the fish market after Hong reported the explosive squid. It was taken away and detonated in a controlled explosion." Well, I don't know what to say about a fish mistaking its food for a live bomb. And how often do you just, oh shit, that's a bomb. I'm probably sure that would have been like most people's initial reaction. But at least it didn't go off. That's good, and nobody was injured. At least they took it in a controlled area and they blew it up. I don't know if he's going to keep fishing out in that area or what. But if he does, let's just hope there's no more bombs in these squids. Moving on to our next story, which comes out of Pennsylvania, where the career taker of a Pennsylvania mansion is being sued for allegedly drinking 52 bottles of whiskey worth more than $100,000. Patricia Hill, who purchased the Scottsdale area mansion in 2012, said 63-year-old caretaker John Saunders helped remove and dust off 9 cases of Old Farm Pure Rye whiskey that were found inside the walls of the home. The Pittsburgh Tribune Review. God, I cannot say that for the life of me, but it's out. Reported that the whiskey was believed to have been stashed in the home during Prohibition by industrialist J.P. Brennan. Hill says she discovered after Saunders moved out that nearly half of the 108 bottles were now empty. Quote, "This whole experience has shocked me." Hill told the newspaper, quote, "I was shocked when I found them stocked to find Mr. Saunders drank them, and shocked when I received an appraisal." According to Hill, New York auction house Bonhams appraised the whiskey bottled in 1912 by the West Overton Distilling Company at more than $102,400. Appearing at a preliminary court hearing on March 27, Saunders denied the charges, saying he didn't drink the well-aged whiskey. It was unsafe to consume anyway, and it, quote, evaporated instead. Quote, evaporated my ass. But dude, drinking whiskey since 1912? Really? Why would you drink that stash? Jesus Christ. If you find something like this, you obviously tell the person in charge, and then they can deter whether if they know about it or not, and then next thing you know, it'll be worth more than what it was when it was first manufactured. Because there's 108 bottles of that, and this stuff is more than 100 years old, and they're being, and it was worth over $100,000. Can you imagine what that money would be going for instead of if you hadn't drank 52 of those bottles? Jesus. Obviously you didn't think that through, did you? No, you just and it, quote, evaporated. My ass. Moving on to our next story, which comes out of Florida, where the mayor of Opa-locka has requested that the residents of a local apartment building stop hanging their underwear on a city guardrail. The Miami Herald reports residents of the building on Alibaba Avenue have officially been asked to take their unmentionables inside and stop using city property as a clothesline. During a recent city council meeting, Mayor Myra Taylor asked city manager Kelvin Baker for the second time to have residents at the building remove their underwear from the rail. The Herald says Taylor first asked Baker to talk to the owner of the apartment building on February 27th. Quote, Tell the people their underwear must come down, Mayor Taylor declared at the meeting. Okay, let's break this down. Last I recall, this property is owned by the manager, not by the city. Okay? But obviously, if people want to hang them, let them hang them. Okay? I mean, it's not like it's doing any damage or anything. I mean, it's not, but obviously these people have gone so upset. Apparently the mayor's gone so senile, because I don't know if she drives by work every day and she sees, oh, underwear. And then she decides, oh yeah, just because I'm the mayor of, this town or whatever, I can do whatever I want. So let's just have these people take down these underwear and be declared a city rail. Yeah, because that's obviously the best thing to do when obviously it's not yours. So that's always fun. And we are moving on to our final story, which comes out of New Jersey, where New Jersey State Police say 34-year-old Vinem Konstantovic Baleka of Plainfield, Illinois, was arrested at the Vince Lombardi Service Arena off the New Jersey Turnpike after allegedly stealing 42,000 pounds of Munster cheese. The cheese came from K&K Cheese in Cashton, Wisconsin. According to police detectives, Blika showed up there earlier this month with false paperwork and loaded the 21 tons of Munster into his 18-wheeler. The cheesy cargo was supposed to go to Texas, but was intercepted less than a week later by a New Jersey State Police cargo theft unit. K&K, which distributes under the Old Country Cheese factory label, could not guarantee the cheese had not been tampered with, so it did not ask for its product back. New Jersey health authorities will inspect it, and if it's found to be safe, will be donated to charity. Police say Blikia was getting ready to unload the cheese for well under its market value to retailers on the East Coast. Quote, "There's a black market for everything," Detective Oliver Sisman told reporters. "We found stolen beer, stolen food, stolen machine parts, but this is the first time we've found stolen cheese." Okay, let's break this down. You work for a company that distributes cheese, okay? You were supposed to drive from Illinois or Wisconsin, but this guy comes from Illinois. So the guy involved in this story is from Illinois, but the cheese comes from Wisconsin. It was supposed to go to Texas. You went to the New Jersey Turnpike to sell it on the black market for less than what it was worth. 21 tons of Munster cheese in an 18-wheeler. Do you think that was not going to be very suspicious? Really? You really thought you could have gotten away with stealing all this cheese and selling it on the black market? But, like he said, the detective said, there has been everything. There's a black market for everything, but this is the first for cheese. So, what the hell has this world come to, and what this guy was thinking, I have no idea. It's beyond me, beyond reason. But if he was trying to make a quick buck out of it, out of 42,000 pounds of cheese, and however much you're selling it by a pound or whatever, then yeah. When you do the math and they say, okay, 21 tons of cheese of this Munster cheese is going to be worth so-and-so, and you sell it on the black market for this much, who's getting screwed? You and the company. So that's always smart thinking. But anyways, guys, that is it for this edition of Odds and Ends, and I really hope you guys enjoy listening to those stories, much as I like reading them to you, and we will see you next Thursday for another edition, and until next time, we'll see you guys later, and take it easy.